Hello, everyone. Welcome to Your Daily Five. I am Jane Gallina, also known as Airplane Jane. And if you all are new to me, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, my website, cjanetrade.com, as well as Ticker Talker. And if you ever have any questions and would like to reach out to me, I am very accessible. Just shoot me an email at jane@cjanetrade.com. Let's get into the charts for today. So we are the day after the elections. The information is not finalized just yet, but all eyes are checking out the SPY, the S&P 500, which is definitely bouncing today. Now, last week, I did talk about seasonality. I said, hey, after the elections, looking for an increase in the SPY. Sure enough, we had the Doji Day, excuse me, not Doji Day, Hammer Day, just a couple days ago on the last day of October, had bigger volume coming in. These are the ACP charts from StockCharts with the Equivolume Candlestick. So check them out. I absolutely love them. Today, we are screaming above the 21 EMA, which can pretty much indicate to me whether it's a bear hat or bull hat. So we are above. We're also above the 50 simple moving average. So feeling bullish on the SPY. We do have the upper bound of the downward trend line from the past highs, which could give us an upper resistance roughly of 350. So looking for that target of 350. If we were to surge higher, potentially 360, 370 come the first week of December. When we look at the short volume, I am somebody that tracks the short volume. This is the volume of the day prior that has been reported as shorting. So looking at it, shorts are being stubborn. They're thinking, you know what? This market has to go down because of COVID, because of the debt bubbles, because of credit that's overextended for the US public and businesses, as well as people not being able to pay rent, people not being able to pay their mortgages. So seeing all of that, logically one would think that the market would be going down. However, the market is irrational and trades to its own accord. We saw that people were building up their short positions going into the election. As a result, we now have a squeeze. Another key indication, looking at the seasonality for the S&P 500 for an election year versus a regular year. This dark blue, royal blue line is the election year. We have a spike up right at the time of election and then a drawdown into the next week. So we might see that we have a bit more of a pullback to that lower bound, that lower trend line, and then surge higher into the third week around Thanksgiving time. That week tends to be a bullish week. Also, we saw a lot of dark pool activity on the VXX before the elections. Well, couple indications that we could be seeing new highs as well. We are below that major level that we saw on the dark pool back here on the 26th of October. As well as we came and we hit this gray simple moving average. And you can see in the past, this has really acted as a resistance. When we hit it, they sell off. And so it bounced up. Yes, we had the sell-off in September, that mini correction. Well, we hit that simple moving average and we surged higher on the S&P 500. Same scenario. We hit that 90 simple moving average and then, you know what? We are hitting new highs. We are below that volume of the dark pool activity. So feeling more bullish as long as we can stay below that volume. Roughly 23 would be a good number to watch. Also checking out Apple. Apple, before earnings, had dark pool activity. Well, we dropped down after earnings, even though they had good earnings reports. There were just slower sales in China. It pulled back. Is that really the reason why it pulled back, in my opinion? No, it's the dark pool activity. So looking to see if we can close above this 116.35, that 50 simple moving average. We're up around 114.50 right now. However, that's not bullish enough. They might be taking it back up to sell it off further and bring it back down to this trend line. This was established all the way back in the end of July. And then we bounced off of it again in September. So looking for us to stay above that if we're going to go bullish. However, we might have a drawdown and bounce off of it again. We also have Amazon. Amazon, we mentioned last week, was primed for earnings. Amazing earnings, 64% better than expected. However, they were talking about a potential negative guidance for December sales. But last Friday, we had great consumer spending news that came out and we were higher than expected. Well, we had some volume here on Thursday and Friday. And you know what happened? Yep, we are above all of that volume. We are also above dark pool prints that we saw for 5 days prior, averaging up to 225,000 shares of Amazon, and we are above that now. So feeling bullish on Amazon at this time. Final one for today is going to be Tesla. Tesla has a nice wedge that's forming. We did have a drawdown that had more than expected volume. This runs into seasonality for Tesla. Tesla does tend to draw down at this time of year, surge higher in November, then a bigger pull down into that third week of November. And then from there, we just continue to the upside. So definitely keeping Tesla on watch. No matter who is president, the green energy space is important now. Well, right now Trump is president, but no matter who the elected president is, the green energy space is expanding. People do not want to see oil end up as plastics in the ocean. There's a lot more to it than just using it for cars. So Tesla is not only a car maker, they are also a green energy utility company. Keeping that in mind, you've got the benefits of two companies in one, the green energy car and the green energy as far as solar panels and batteries. So looking at that, Tesla has the potential, in my opinion, to become another $1,000, $2,000 stock. So keeping it on watch to see if we can break above that $450 mark of that downward trend line. We might test that this week, pull back, and then surge higher come December. If you guys are interested in learning more about the dark pools, I did mention it. That's where the really big guys of the market do trade their money and they hide their orders and print it later. If you're interested in that, please come and check us out at thedarkpools.com. I teach there 2 days a week on Mondays and Thursdays. And if you ever want to reach out to me again, please feel free to email me at jane@cjanetrade.com. That's your Daily 5 for today. Have an amazing day and carpe profit. Seize those profits one trade at a time.